So just having a look at a few charts here. It's very interesting to see what's going on at the moment. They say beware of the Ides of March. Well, I don't know how true that is, but March can be a very funny month, especially when you've had a good strong run to start the year. You could be really careful not to hand a lot of that back in making stupid trades, so you've got to be very patient in March. And this E-mini is a classic example. It's just sitting on the consolidation here above the key Jensen, so there's no real evidence to be bullish or bearish at the moment, so you just got to be a bit patient and look for better trades elsewhere. We do still have to address this. We do have to address this massive rally here with a correction at some point, and better to deal with it sooner than later, because you don't want to be sitting there on a massive. You don't want to be sitting there on a massive spike like this, because it's very indicative of a late stage cycle. But then with all the government intervention and whatnot, who knows? You don't want to make long-term forecasts about where the market's going, because you're most likely going to be wrong. So you've got to take it as it comes and just see what happens. So let's look at the VIX. The VIX did jump here quite a bit, but jumped up to test the bottom of the daily Kumo here, which is just pulled back now on the 4 hour, so it can coil up from here. If the daily MACD was to break above the centre line or the 0 line here, it could make a charge to break out above the Kumo, so it's hard to say yet, but I'm watching it with great interest to see. So there's no reason to be bearish on stocks at this point, but you don't want to be bullish on stocks either, particularly bullish on stocks either at the moment. But VIX and junk bonds are still holding up fairly well, so that doesn't give me an indication that we're not seeing a look like this, like we had back the last time it tried to pull back. So junk bonds are still holding up, so that's an indication that most likely the market's going to hold up. But you don't want to take that as a certainty. It's just a guide, and that's what I've come to know from experience. Now oil is just in a consolidation too, so there's not much you can do with oil at the moment. It's better to just watch and see how this plays out. Not sure yet. Gold has come back below the daily Kumo now, which is because of the dollar's rallied a bit, which we'll look at in a minute, and it's coming back. But that was a real nice run in gold from about 1200 or something, just over 1200 to up to 1320. That was a massive rally there. So what else? Let's have a look at dollar now. The dollar's rallied back up here now, so the dollar's been really swinging wide of the key Jensen, which is what I like on the daily key Jensen. At once you get some real good volatility here in the dollar. So this is perfect for my short game, as I call it, and certainly don't want to be misjudging this and trying to estimate what the outcome's going to be, because you just take this very short term and really take advantage of this these wide swings of the moving average. That's what I look for. That's these misallocations of price. That's what I've come to make my living from just seeing where there's a misallocation in price and taking advantage of that. So Euro US is a classic example. Big swings in the short term, big swings from the Kijunsen on the daily. You still counter trend here below the Kumo here. So these big swings down away from the Kijunsen and then counter trending back up to the Kumo, and you can see the flatness of the Kumo as well is obviously indicative of a short-term ranging condition as well. So immediately, you've got to you can't handle this you're not going to try and handle this on the larger time frames. You just use the larger time frames when you're going through doing your research, and you're getting an idea of what you want to focus on, and getting where you want to look for momentum. So just to recap on this, so this is mean reversion, this is momentum, mean reversion, momentum. So you're getting, it's just price overreacting and overreacting one way and then overreacts the other way, and that's what you're looking for. The DAX has pulled back here now, so DAX has come back to DAX is looking like I've been taking put options on the DAX, and I've just got out. I haven't gone any calls. I'm looking for this more likely to have another down leg yet on the DAX because of the weakness in Europe, but I want to wait for a confirmation of that signal yet, and so it's going to be, it's quite a story's turning quite bleak in Europe, and the Bund has been awesome. Look at that rally on the Bund on the 4 hour, way down here, away from the 100 MA here, way down here, away from the flat Kijunsen. So you got to break back above the Kumo on the weakness in Europe. People a majority of fund traders are institutional traders in Europe because that's where the majority of the retirement funds are in the Bund. So that's big safe haven buying in the Bund here at the moment. So the Bund's really highly liquid, very highly liquid. I think it's one of the top 5 or something in high liquidity. So it's a very good one to trade. Trades very well. Day trade, you can day trade the Bund very nicely too, and Litecoin's holding up too. Litecoin's been good, really holding that momentum there on the 4 hour. It's been holding up quite well too, and that's about it for now. But okay, well, thanks for watching, and I'll do a video about my top crypto watch lists, and see, just there's been some really good trading in cryptos, and it's early days yet, so it's only suitable for short-term trading at the moment, but there's been some really good moves. We'll see what happens. It's still the only one that I follow that's above the weekly Kumo at the moment is Binance, which is, the others are below the weekly Kumo still. If we start to see momentum above the weekly Kumo, then it's going to be probably more sustainable. But these are short-term rallies at the moment, they appear to be. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.